folks. This is the motherfucking Daily Opinion podcast, fact checking, but we ain't checking no motherfucking facts. You feel me? What's good, folks? What the fuck is up? Hopefully everyone had a good turkey day. Not too much family fighting, not too much unruliness going on out there, but yeah, my turkey day was fire. I made some macaroni and cheese. That's probably the best macaroni and cheese I ever made in my life. The secret is add a lot of butter, make a lot of roe, but yeah, that shit was fire as fuck, and I'm still gonna eat some more today. And I want to ask people, like, how long are you comfortable eating leftovers for? Because I usually, mine is about 4 days. I'm about to hit the 5th day today with that mac and cheese. I might even go into the 6th, but I think it's gonna be over at the 6th day. And I made a shit ton of macaroni and cheese, so a lot of it's gonna be wasted. But I'm gonna try to get done as much as I can before throwing it away, because that was some good ass shit. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a great turkey day, Thanksgiving. But yeah, fuck it, let's get into it. Hopefully, I don't think anyone died this week. That's actually no. These motherfucking kids out here in Atlanta still shooting at each other and everything. 12-year-old just passed away from a gunshot wound because these kids can't stop fucking fighting in Atlantic Station. And this shit is tough, bro, because I'm thinking about this because I'm probably gonna be a father in the next let's say like 3 to 4 years, more than likely. Fuck. 3 to 4 years. So it's just tough because, like, kids, they don't have any real way to, like, base themselves. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a kid, the only thing you really got is clout, right? You can't do it based off of money. You can't do it because, like, as a kid, you can't make money. Your parents can make more money than other kids, but then that's just clout because you go into school and you got all the newest gear on, and it's just like, okay, well, this nigga just got rich ass parents, like, but he'll still get some pussy. I mean, not pussy, but you know, he'll get some clout off of that because people are like, oh shit, those new Jordans, this shit's nice as fuck, and that gets you somewhere. But like, if you are like a grown ass person and you not getting like the newest gear every week, but then you got like $1 million in your bank account, that's something different that people can base themselves off of. It's like, yeah, I might not have like the newest shit, but I can get the newest shit if I wanted to. That's not real in the kid's mind because it's like, yeah, my mom has like a lot in her 401k. It's like, nah, my fucking dad is broke as fuck, but he balls the fuck out every single time. Like, his bills are past due, but every fucking week I get some new shoes and he gets, like, you know, some new Forces or whatever. He don't wear Forces for longer than a week. For whatever reason, I don't know. Just some wasting money shit. But how this relates is pretty much like Atlantic Station down here is where, like, a lot of kids will go. I'm not even sure why. I don't know if it's like close to a school or anything, but apparently they had to put like in curfews. They got police down there all the time because kids just go up there. Like, and I mean like 100 kids or whatever. There was a fight at one point in time where there was 100, like literally 100 kids fighting. And they were showing like, and when I mean kids, I mean like from high school to probably like middle school-ish, like maybe not 6th grade, but like 7th grade all the way to 12th. And so people go out there for like dates and everything, but usually what happens is that niggas just get into it, and you obviously, you know, this ain't a Southern thing, honestly. It's not a Southern thing. It's just a man thing. I feel like it's like on some pride shit. So it's like a niggas don't talk shit to you. It's like, okay, boom, you said this in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody at this school and the next school. So I already know I'm not going to get no play unless I fucking push back so I don't look like a bitch or whatever. And, you know, when you're in 10th grade, that pride shit is the only thing you really living off of because you can't make any money. Or I guess you can, but you're going to be making scraps. Or, yeah, I guess nowadays social media could be like a part of it because, like, if you was like a lame back in the day, but then you have like a popping like Twitch account or some shit and you making like at least a few dollars, it's like, okay, that's some fire shit to be doing. Any type of spending money in school is lit. Any type of spending money in school is lit. But, yeah, so pretty much this weekend, kids got to fight, and then police escorted all the kids off the thing. I think they said there were like 20 kids, and they escorted them off the premises of the station or whatever. And then one of the kids, they started fighting again or whatever, and then one of the kids just bucked off like 30 shots. And they said it was only one handgun found, but bucked off like 30 shots and killed a 12-year-old boy. So RIP to that 12-year-old boy. I'm not sure what his name is. I don't think it's been out yet. And honestly, I don't even know if they can release a name yet, unless the family says it's cool because, you know, he's only 12, so he's still a minor and everything. But damn, I always want to say shouts out, but it's more like hopefully not RIP because I feel like that's just played. it's like condolences to the family and to the person in case they're listening. But yeah, it's some sad shit. And I don't really understand the whole gun shit because I guess because in Georgia, they passed a law where you can just carry a gun around without any license, because that's what was stopping me from carrying a gun, because I was like, I have to go get this license, I have to go up to the fucking courts and like, sign paperwork, and I just didn't want to do that. And I had to pay like $45 or something. It's nothing, but I was just like, man, having to leave my house to do shit ain't the fucking thing to be doing and everything like that. So I don't know. But hopefully all the violence is really unnecessary. But hey, moving on to some, I guess, lighter news right now. Sorry if my voice changed. I had to take a call real quick. And I think my little microphone reset itself. So we'll see how that works out. But either way, what's new in the world, in this crazy world? Here, give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So for those who saw already, apparently Drake just gave DJ Khaled a bunch of fucking toilets. I don't really they're $4,000 each. $8,000 each. Well, I don't understand, because I'm like, bro, it's a toilet, bro. Like, you should already have these in your house. Like, if Drake gave me a toilet, I'd be like, I appreciate it, bro, but it's not. I mean, they look kind of cool. They look like little spaceships. It says DJ Khaled revealed on social media that Drake has given him 4 luxury toilets. Each NeoRest NX1 dual flush toilet is worth nearly $8,000. The luxury toilets have UV cleaning, remote control operation, heated seats, and built-in speakers. Khaled has stated that they're the best present he's received. If that's the best present you've received, you've been shitting way too much. Yeah, no. You could have gave me a car or a Bentley or some shit, bro. I could do without a toilet. But I mean, I guess other people got certain certain things that they like versus, because I'm like, bro, Drake, and also you put it on social media, I would feel a certain way, like you just saying that I shit a lot or something, because usually you wouldn't buy someone a gift that you don't think they're gonna use. So Drake just being like, yeah, every time I go over his house, he's always shitting, and I knew that he needed a comfortable toilet. And also, why 4? Because his house should come with toilets. And also, as rich as DJ Khaled is, he should already have like the #1 toilet in the market. Because if I go into someone's house and he got a regular ass toilet, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, so you just flex on a big ass house, but then get all the amenities for the big ass house. I'd rather have like a regular size house and have dumb amenities in it rather than no amenities in a big ass house. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'd rather live a more quality life than a quantity life. I don't need a fucking 10-bedroom house. I got regular ass toilets, what I look like. But yeah, I'd be like, nigga, why the fuck did you get me a toilet? I wanted a Lamborghini or something. I mean, I don't know. And I guess it's also hard to get like millionaire shit because they could just buy it themselves. So it's just like, okay, no one else is giving. Yeah, actually, never mind. It's a good idea, because Kyle can get any fucking car that he wanted, and Drake only had to spend 8 times 4, $24,000 to get him some toilets and shit. So it's just like, whatever. That's crazy. He knows where his house is and everything. I guess they would. Man, I would love to be Drake's like assistant or some shit. That'd be cutting some fire stuff. Just knowing all the ins and outs and everything, or being like a handler for the NBA. For those who don't know, a handler is like someone that if an NBA player fucks up or something, that they go out there and then they just go and try to fix the problem. So it's like if let's say Kobe is like smashing some random girl in his room, it's your job to like go in there, wake up Kobe and be like, hey, little girl, we appreciate it. Here's $1,000. Get the fuck out of here. All right, Kobe, you good? You didn't get any pictures taken yet? Okay, good. And then like if you see a paparazzi take a picture of like the girl with Kobe or whatever, you go outside and be like, hey, I'll give you $15,000 for that picture right there. No one else is gonna take it, man. Like TMZ already, like Kobe's already played out. We don't really need Kobe. I understand Kobe's probably shouldn't do this with Kobe because he's already passed away. We're going to replace Kobe with Shaq. So, yeah. And it's like, okay, well, Shaq, no one really wants a picture of Shaq. He's already played out. He's so old. Like, who cares if he's fucking his wife? Just give me the picture for $15,000 and we'll be good to go. So, okay, easy peasy. Let's see. So, yeah, and the same shit that I was talking about with the guns, I feel like it's kind of the same. In Georgia, is kind of the same thing with guns in Alabama. I can't imagine that it's safer in Alabama than Georgia, but maybe. But, here it says Tractor Supply customer shoots out the tire to stop shoplifters in Alabama. So, yeah. Reading the little thing. Shots were fired Friday morning during a dramatic takedown at Tractor Supply in Theodore, Alabama. Witnesses say the two men were trying to steal merchandise, and that's when customers took action determined to stop them. One customer pulled out his gun and shot at least one of the tires in the suspect's vehicle. Brown and Priest were booked in. I guess those are the two persons' names. So white guy and a black guy. Usually you don't see shit like that. Brown and Priest were booked in the Mobile Metro Jail and are being charged with felony theft in the third degree. But also, that dude that's discharging his weapon in public probably should go to jail too. It's like, you're not the fucking police officer. You're not a police guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shooting out a tire, you just wanted to shoot at somebody. He's just been waiting on that day to pull out his gun. You know what I mean? And yeah, he should definitely be going to jail. Because you can't do that shit. Because what if the bullets ricocheted off the fucking rim and then hit somebody? And, you know, it's like, okay, you needlessly need to do that. You killed someone over someone stealing some merchandise from a very large store. You know, obviously stealing's wrong and you probably shouldn't be stealing shit. But it's also like this fucking Tractor, like I've heard of Tractor Supply. Like, that's a big store. There's one down here. It's like actually has a brick and mortar store. If you have your own standalone brick and mortar store, you're not hurting for cash. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're going bankrupt. But everyone needs fucking Tractor shit and I don't know, whatever. Not everyone. There's a very small amount of people actually that need Tractor shit. But, you know, it's I don't know. It's just crazy. Did y'all hear about that fucking guy that he fell into he died in some worker accident with Cat, I think it was Cat. I could be fucked up, but someone who makes like tractors and like backhoes and shit like that. And he had died in the thing, and then his family got like $2.3 million, and apparently that's how much a tractor is worth, or like one of their vehicles is worth. So people were saying like, oh, okay, so you charge them the price of one tractor worth of shit. You know what I mean? So it's like that's not a good. Yeah, they just, I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this one. But yeah, I mean, that's just some crazy shit. But I mean, that's kind of the same thing with this Tractor Supply store. It's like they could only steal what the fuck they could hold. So I'm guessing like maybe at the most $500 worth of shit. So is it worth to shoot in public to try to stop someone from doing that? Like, I don't know. I think he should go to jail for that shit. Motherfucker think he's John Wilkes, or I'm about to say John Wilkes Booth. I need to say John Wayne out there shooting in public and shit. That's ridiculous. Because you can't even just shoot up in the air. That's illegal. All right, yeah, Disney OD on this shit. So Disney wants to build the first ever roller coaster that jumps off the track. Somebody's gonna motherfucking die. I don't know if y'all have seen. There was like a carnival or whatever the fuck them things are called, like a pop-up carnival in a city, and then they have one of the little whirly derbies things that it goes all the way up and then it spins in the air as you're going up so you can see around, and then it just drops. But then at the end of it, you should like slow down and then it hits it peacefully. There was one that I saw where the shit just dropped and it didn't slow down, just slammed on the ground. And so I'm like, oh yeah, all these people backs and tailbones is fucked. All these people backs and tailbones are gonna be fucked for life, and they should get sued to death, honestly. Not the people, but the amusement park. But that's why I'm like, because I'll see the shit, because amusement parks and like carnival, pop-up carnivals and stuff look cool, but then when you think about it, you're like, a pop-up carnival, like, I don't trust these, like, some carny people. And I don't know, carny people could be smart as fuck, I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, traveling carnival, you don't really have like a set place that you live at, and I could be wrong, maybe they do have a set place. Again, I don't know shit about carny life, but I'm gonna just say this shit just don't seem very safe. Like a put together type of, I'm like, yeah, engineer made it so that you could get up and move around and use it at anywhere that you needed to. I don't even know if they like have a civil engineer to look at the ground and everything, make sure the ground's stable enough to even hold the fucking machinery and everything. But I'm not with the shits. After I turned about 26, 27, and I got my career solidified, I'm like, yeah, I don't need to be doing all this bullshit. I need to just be safely on the ground and do my stuff. Yeah, because even amusement parks, like, they got like kids running that shit, and then the things be old as fuck, like 20 years old. Like, I know over here, I got a Six Flags in Atlanta or whatever, and I have friends that know the Six Flags shit from when they were like kids. Like, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's Batman. I used to ride that shit like so many fucking times. And I'm like, so this thing gotta be 20. I understand they do maintenance on it, but it's like, metal still degrades and, like, you know, rusts over time and can still get fucked up. So it's like, and it really only takes one loose metal piece to get ran over and then knock this shit off track, and then it just flies into the air and fucking murders everyone. And I don't think it's worth it. Honestly, I don't have enough of that. Like, I need to feel the adrenaline. I mean, adrenaline enough is for me to be like, hey, this project ain't gonna get done on time. That's enough adrenaline for me. I'm becoming a boring person because I'm like, I don't need the fucking like, oh shit, I think I'm gonna die type of shit. Like, I'm cool. I'm very cool on that stuff. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I think my Jamaican accent is coming through real good. So as I talk, oh yeah, the Disney jumping off the tracks thing. Yeah, that shit's gonna be crazy. Cause right, the picture that I'm seeing is that they're doing like a loop-de-loop, but then the top half of the loop is just gone. So they just jumping in the air. I don't think that's how Disney's really gonna do it. I feel like it's gonna be like a little jump, where it's like, you know, you jump over like a pond or something and then it clicks back in. But still, that's just too much, because if you have like fat people in the front that weigh it down too much, that's going to be a logistical nightmare. I mean, maybe you could like program it to be like, hey, these two people look like they're two large sizes versus two small sizes. But again, it's easy enough for like a 16-year-old to fuck that up. Like some high 16-year-old to put in large when there's two kids in the front, and then it over jumps and then doesn't get back on like the little what's it called, the little things again, and you know, everyone dies. So I don't know, because I guess there is a part of human anatomy that wants like adrenaline rush and shit, but I can just see myself being like, nah, I'm good on that shit. I don't need no fucking adrenaline rush anymore. I'm good. Adrenaline rush. Because you could go outside and play basketball or football, and if you see a big ass nigga trying to run you down, that's gonna give you a big enough adrenaline rush to be like, okay, I'm good. You know, or if you just get smacked just by like, as soon as you catch the ball and then a nigga just blindsides you, yeah, that's enough of adrenaline rush, and now shit will put you down. I don't think you need to get on a roller coaster. But I guess statistically, because even getting on planes is an adrenaline rush for me. I realized that I was like, oh, okay, because after a while, like I had to get on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planes in the span of like 4 days, going to different places. And yeah, and after a while, I'm just like, man, I can't do this shit anymore, because I'd be getting freaked out on the takeoff, but like my fucking dopamine was just already spiked from the other fucking plane rides, because I had to, you know, layovers and everything. I'm just like, man, I don't care if we crash, it is what it is. I'm gonna continue playing my little cell phone video game shit, but oh shit. Yeah, but this Disney thing is just ridiculous. I don't think they're really gonna do it. I feel like they're just saying, because I don't know, Disney be saying they're gonna do a lot of shit, and I don't really see them changing too much. I know they just opened up like Mario World or something. And why the fuck Mario? I mean, unless Mario World has all the other characters in it, why the fuck would we do that? Because I want to see like Sonic, Mario, Bowser. I mean, who else is Nintendo under Disney? I don't know. I'm not gonna look that up, but it is what it is. Disney's gonna Disney no matter what. But hold on, let me go ahead and read this little thing for y'all if I can bring this jank back up. So here we go. Disney allegedly just filed a patent. Oh, okay, so they already got a patent for this whole thing. So they actually probably gonna do it, because usually, I don't know, whenever I hear stories like this, I'm always like, are they really gonna do this, or are they just like saying something so that people will come to their, like, you know, amusement park? Because people, I mean, but no one's ever gonna forget like about Disney World. They're still gonna be like, oh shit, Disney World, like that's someplace we can go to. Who the heck is this person? Oh, all right, but yeah. Just filed a patent for a new roller coaster that jumps off the track. This means they have plans to create a ride that will fly through the air for a specific amount of time with no tracks under it. The design was created by Walt Disney Imagineering, which hopes to create this crazy ride in the near future. If it is ever completed, it will be he was still unprofessional. The design was created by Walt Disney Imagineering, which hopes to create this crazy ride in the near future. If it is ever completed, it will be one of the most advanced amusement park rides ever built. Yeah, no shit, it's going through the air, flying through the air. But yeah, I won't be on that bit. Maybe. I don't know, maybe I just won't care about my life enough to try to risk it on some fucking crazy roller coaster at Disney World for whatever reason. All right, on to the next thing. This is something that pertains to my life, and I want to see what the fuck other people think about this, because, you know, I live in Atlanta, but I've been to plenty of different places. New York, like, lived in plenty of different places and everything. And not once have I ever been like, hey, when I go to New York or I go to LA, I want to go to the most dangerous area in that city because I heard about it in movies. That's never fucking crossed my mind. So this is prompted because there's a video out there of a security guard on O Block, and I need to start saying, for those who don't know, them damn people that don't know, O Block is where a lot of the drill rappers from Chicago came from, and it's like a Section 8 housing that, you know, they have Chief Keef, Lil Durk, who the fuck else? There's a bunch of Chicago folks that came out from there. Fredo Santana. I can't think of anybody else. I might not know a lot of Chicago rappers like that, but it's known to be like wildly dangerous, and there's like shootings all the time. And at a certain point, you know, they call it Chirac and everything because they were having more, like during the Iraqi war, they were having more murders in Chicago than there were U.S. deaths in Iraq. So they called it Chirac. But yeah, it's security guard pretty much telling folks that's like out of the area, like, don't fucking come in here unless you got business to do in here, like, and ain't really no business to do in there. It's like, yeah, you gonna leave with nothing on, like, they just gonna rob you for your shit, or they might fucking kill you. And I never got that because people will be like, oh no, I want to go to the most dangerous place because I've heard about it. It's like, yeah, but you ain't going out to North Korea. Like, I mean, I guess it's easier to go to Chicago to North Korea generally, but it's still like, man, I know people get shot out here. I know it's just wild gunplay and shit. I know they just be shooting for no good reason at anybody. Well, I'm not gonna say anybody, but people will get hit with strays and shit. And I want to go out there just because I heard it's cool. Like, it's cool until you get shot and then you mad. And it's like, but you knew that they was doing that shit out there, right? And everyone's gonna say, yeah, I knew. That's the reason I wanted to go out there. And if you're lying about it, it's like, okay, you're from let's say, what's that place called? Not Venice. I'm trying to think of this place in Georgia. It starts with a V. Venetica? I don't know. I'm gonna make up a city. Let's say you're from Venetica, Utah, and you go to Chicago for whatever reason, and then, you know, for a trip, and then you're like, oh, hey, instead of going to the downtown area where all the shit is, how about we go to O Block where Chief Keef and them is? And then you go down there and you get shot, and then they like, why the fuck are you down here? Either you doing some illegal shit or you just being real fucking stupid and you knew you was going to get shot. Like, not knew, but you already knew there was a high percentage chance of you getting shot because of the people that came from this place is saying that there's a high motherfucking chance that you about to get shot. So I never understood that. But yeah, so pretty much the security guards telling these two folks, like, if you ain't got business, get the fuck up out of here. And I just don't understand that mindset because I know people with that mindset, and I'm like, I'm sorry for y'all that you don't get to travel that often because... Or I don't know if you've never been to a dangerous place where you're like, oh, okay, I don't want to be here. Like, it's just unnecessarily putting yourself in danger. And some of these people is girls too. So I'm like, you a girl trying to go into a place that niggas get killed at. You know you can still get done up too, right? Like, I don't know. Wild ass mentality for me. Maybe I'm just have of a safe mentality or something. Or maybe... I mean, maybe I'm just a scary nigga. I don't know. But either way, I'm like, bro, I got too much shit going on to be trying to get murdered in the street for no fucking good reason. But I guess other people don't share my same sentiment. Let's see if there's anything else out here before I log off. It's going to be the last one. Last one. I can't believe I used to do this shit for an hour long. I barely got 30 minutes of shit. All right. So here we go. The Squid Game. Do y'all remember Squid Games from them 2 years ago? Was it 2? 1 year ago? I don't know. Squid Game actor I don't even want to say his name. I feel like it's going to sound racist. I'm going to say this shit, but I'm being dead ass serious the whole time. Oh Young-soo. I think I did a good job. Oh Young-soo is 78 years old and was indicted on sexual conduct charges. So let me read this out because, yeah. So they said 2017. So this is before Squid Games even came out because I think that came out in like 2020 or 2021, early 2021. So Young-soo, 78, was indicted by South Korean prosecutors on Thursday after a complaint by a woman claiming the Golden Globe winner touched her inappropriately in mid-2007. Man... What? The alleged victim had filed a complaint in the police in December of last year. Okay, but they closed the case in April without the files charge against Young Soo, reported that Yonnap News Agency. But the prosecutor's office in Suwon, south of the capital of Seoul, reopened the case and investigated the allegation, which Young Soo had consistently denied. The actor has previously spoken about the allegation, telling local media last year that he had held hands with the woman to show the way around the lake. Young Soo apologized to the alleged victim last year, but insisted he done so because the woman said she wouldn't make a fuss about it, and stressed that an apology doesn't mean I admit to the charges. Yeah, I don't get this shit. Mid 2017, and then she comes out. When did Squid Games come out? I need to look this one up. Squid Games release date. SQUID Games release date. And see, this is the shit that really gets me because I don't really understand it. I don't get it. And it happens consistently. So it came out September 17th of 2021. And she filed it last year, which was 2022, December. Yeah. But they closed it this April. So she filed a complaint December of last year. Okay. I don't even know if I want to say this shit or not. I really don't understand the whole mindset of like, okay, something happened to me years ago, and then now this nigga is like a big deal. Now I'm saying something about it. Like, I mean, she could have said something like, because that's the thing. She filed it in last year in December. So September, October. Okay, no, that was a year and some change after. So September, October, November, December. So a year and 3 months after the release of Squid Game is when she filed it. I really don't understand it because a lot of people say, well, people are scared to cut. Number one, he's 78 years old. At this point, he was still in his mid 70s whenever he did this shit. And he said that he held hands. So I'd love to know what she's saying because I'm not seeing the other side. They're just saying that he has sexual shit going against him. But I really don't understand, like, hey, it's in 2017, mid 2017. So let's say May of 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you would have to wait 4.5 years until Squid Game comes out. And then even then, you still filed it in 22. So that's 5 years and 6 months about. 5 years and 6 months. So 5.5 years is when you actually do it. And I'm like, I don't know. It seems like you're doing it because this nigga got big. And it might be a pay. I don't know, bro, because I don't know how the fuck South Korea works with, like, get money and shit. But it's just weird to me how, like, some people are really cool with, like, they call it sexual assault or whatever. They're cool with the sexual assault until this nigga gets up on, like, gets some money, gets up on a pedestal, becomes famous. And then that's when they got a problem with what happened them years ago. Then they come out with it. I don't know. I'm not saying that nothing did. I'm not saying nothing about the girl. I ain't saying nothing about Yi Sung, whatever his name was. But I just find it interesting. And he even said that he apologized as long as she didn't make a fuss about it. And he said that they held hands. I'm like, maybe there's a different culture over there in South Korea. But if they're holding hands, I'd have to hear her side of the story. Like, yeah, he held my hand, but then he was stroking it a little bit too, sexually or something. I would have to hear it because it's really interesting, and I don't think that there's a what's it called standard. What's that thing called where you can't get in trouble anymore? I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty much like, yeah, after 5 years you can't try to get somebody for like hit and run or whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit interesting, but we'll see. We'll see how this works out if he gets tried or not. And I feel like, I don't know, North Korea is the one that's bad. So I feel like South Korea is a free one, I think, or as free as it can be for Korea. But either way, it doesn't matter. Hopefully something works out with this because I really wouldn't. I would hate for this guy, 78 years old, to really be like a creep like that and to be in movies because then he's still going to be doing creepy shit. But if he literally just held her hand and she's like, yeah, that shit was too much, then I'll be like, yeah, you're not getting no money, buddy, Mrs. Lady. But, I don't believe in hashtag believe all women, but we can at least say this. Look into it a little bit. Look into it, see what happened, and we can go from there. I mean, and they even said they closed it out, but they reopened it. So they looked into it when he was a regular nigga, was like, yeah, there's nothing here, closed it, and then reopened it again in this April. And I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. Either way, that's the end of this episode. I really do appreciate y'all listening. My podcast is almost at like 10 average views per episode. So that's great. I don't know if y'all even care about this. So that's great. So whoever's listening, you're a fucking priority. I love you. You can always contact me at the Daily Opinion Podcast at gmail.com, or I'm on TikTok, not TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube. So hit me up there at the Daily Opinion Podcast or the Daily Opinion. If you look me up, you should be able to see the little icon somewhere. I don't know what all my little Twitter handle shits are, so you'll find me if you really wanted to. But yeah, either way, don't be a dickhead. Love y'all, and just be a nice person, because again, I might have to go into it the next time that I talk. But yeah, there's a video out there that I always look at to be like, yeah, this is why you don't be a fucking dickhead. Don't go out there being a dickhead. Don't go out there being mean. Understand that everyone around you is going to pass away at some point, so please love them, and love yourself. Peace. See ya.